Hi
Hi
guys,
guys,
this is Vic,
and this is Erika
and we just want to welcome you to our story.
in drawing,
Yeah, that's me,
and this is me,
and we have a heart.
so in love.
So let's start with my story first. We basically met in church in Renation, Vancouver. Yeah, what? Proud to be. And that's me, and that is her. And someone introduced us, and she said hi, but there was this, I just felt that there's this wall in the middle, and she had Christ on her side, and I had, well, someone else on my side. Basically, this story goes back to, back in the Philippines, I had someone else. Maybe that's why I didn't really pay much attention to her or other girls because I was pretty loyal, pretty sincere, that's kind of, guy I am, right? And so back in the, during those times, all I was thinking about, trying to make it, go to the land of the opportunity, fly to Canada, just make it big and yeah, make that relationship work out somehow. But the thing is, the problem with long distance relationships, it's kind of pretty hard to keep that communication. It's not the same. And that as time passed by, the communication was miscommunication, and it started to affect both of our lives, and it wasn't good. You just can't have that same relationship anymore. And so I was kind of like miserable, kind of angry actually, but the only place I could go to was the church. It's kind of weird. And so I gotta admit, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's true. The only reason why I used to go to church was, yeah, for the girls. Yeah, come on, guys, you know it too. But that's who we are before we meet Jesus. And so yeah, Erica was actually one of the girls I tried to go out. There she is, shiny and bright. But and I was like, very optimistic about her. Like, wow, hey, do you want to go out? But the thing is, she said, kind of strange, no. I was really shocked because for a guy like me, like, that's just, really, really strange. Like, she said no to me, and I said, like, well, why not? But it's really strange for a guy like me back then. And so, it made me think, that this girl was really different. And she was tough. There was something about her. And so, I thought I knew God, but maybe I didn't. Maybe like I was a Catholic, but who was Christ? And I actually had this, I was kind of a bit, bad impression on Christianity and Christians altogether. Didn't really like them people or us. But as time passed again, my heart started to change from heart of stone, heart of flesh, and then I gained this new respect for people like them. And I just want to throw out some names out there, special mention that of all the Christians that actually show me what Christianity is and who Christians really are. It's not about religion; it's about this relationship. And not all these people and many more that actually made an impression on me, that loved me despite of even if I wasn't a Christian like them. And so whatever they had before that I didn't like, I wanted. And I found out that it was Jesus. Simply put, it was Jesus and his crown of thorns, that he died for us, and I wanted that. And so Erica left. That's a car, or sorry, a bus. That's me. And I think God really separated us for a reason. And while she was away, I tried to discover God. This isn't a plug-in for transformations, but it really is a good course. And so basically, I had all these questions, about Erica during that time. I was kind of confused as to was I just being Christian or trying to know God because she was a Christian too. But then, as I prayed and started to know God on my own, I realized, you know, if I really loved Erica and if I really loved him, then I should just go for it. So basically, I just asked her one day, asked her out, and finally, she said yes to me. Hooray!
So it all started when I was in the Philippines and still deciding if I'm gonna be a doctor or a pharmacist. So I just graduated from that year. So yeah. However, I have this friend who just really invested in me and spent time with me. And actually, she was so different from all my other friends. And then one day she said, "Hey, I want to share the good news with you." And so I said, "Sure, why not?" And so not long after that, I actually decided to follow Jesus. And so when the time came that it was for me to decide whether to go for to become a doctor or pharmacist, yeah, I decided to go to the pharmacy, and everything aligned, and opportunity came for Canada. However, my situation back then was like kind of like a roller coaster. I had my ups and downs, and failures and success. And that was me having a ride of my life and screaming. So from Vancouver, I was sent to Grand Forks so I can just focus on studying. So that was me in a bus. I was so sad because I'm going to leave my friends and I was having a great time, but I have to leave. And so during that time, Vic and I were like still texting to each other, and we became friends for like that week. And so he was always asking me how I was, and before I didn't text him, but at that time I did. So I just continued studying, and it became just my life, just focusing on it, and didn't have much life. So I actually have to like tell Vic, "Hey, let's just be friends. I don't want to text anymore. I just wanted to focus on studying." However, unfortunately, I wasn't able to pass that exam. So God really closed that door for me, and I was really sad and devastated. And so it got me thinking a lot about my life, like what's gonna happen to me. I went on like walks and like quiet times with God. I prayed a lot, and I'm also thinking about, like, of course, love life. So I think at that time I started falling for him. So I was really, really sad, right? Because I failed, and all those years in pharmacy, like, it all crumbled down. So I didn't know what to do with my life. But God reminded me in Psalm 23 that He is my shepherd and that He is always there for me, even in sad times. And indeed, Jesus was enough for me. He embraced me so much, like putting all of these people around me. And So I was having all these great relationships and friends that made me smile. So from Grand Forks, I went back to Vancouver. I was really happy. So I went back to see my friends and basically to start my life again. And so I'm still kind of like, okay, what am I gonna do with my life? I'm just gonna hang out with my friends. So most of my friends are actually students. So I usually like go to SFU, Langara, and all those places. And like I was just sharing to them what God did in my life. And I was really enjoying it. And as you can see, I have like lots of friends there. And that was Vic and Blue. So I went to like group hangouts, movies, dinners, life group, and just a lot of like meaningful hangouts and meaningful conversations with people. And so September of 2010 was my birthday month, and I was just contented being Vic's friend. However, like, because I don't really want to be a distraction, he is really growing in his relationship with God. And at that, in my birthday, he gave me a birthday cake. And then 5 days later, it was a Monday, we had dinner at Arlene's place. I cooked him dinner and he went there and basically told me his intention that he wanted to date me with marriage in mind. And I was like really, really nervous. And then I said yes. Woohoo! And so from September, I'm sorry for the typo there. Yeah, so we like got to know each other like on our own, but still being with friends. And finally, January of 2011, we finally became an official couple. And there you go.